morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I am so excited this morning. Would you please give me a smile? I love smiles. It is my pleasure to introduce this morning a speaker doing a sales speech called I've Got What You Need. Queen will be giving a brief speech about persuasive process using a cold call. Please help me welcome Quinn Griffith.
There's been a slight correction. I chose the wrong speech, or chose the wrong project in my speech book, and it's 10 to 14 minutes. No question and answer. Good morning, Mr. Martin. How are you?
Doing well, how are you?
Good, good. My name is Quinn Ruffin. I'm with the company called Numerical Details. And what we do is we provide detailed service for you or your family, and in a mobile situation, and or we have a shop where you can come down and visit. Now I know what you're thinking. What does that have to do with you? But before we get started, I'd like to ask you a question. How do you spend most of your time?
Working.
Yeah.
In that four-letter word job.
Yeah, that four-letter word, just over broke, jumping over the boundaries. Well, you know, many people spend a lot of their time working. Less play, less time with their family, and they have a hard time finding convenience or family time because they're working so much. Excuse me. So what I want to ask you is, if you could find a way that could allow yourself more family time, or more convenience with your time, or more effectiveness with your time, would that be of interest to you?
Absolutely.
Okay, great, great. Now I take it that you're a professional person. Generally speaking, in Orange County, the median income is $75,000 to $100,000 a year. I find that most people who fit in that area or that range do have very little time for some things that are very important to you. But before I answer some other questions that you may have for me, I'd have another question for you. What's your most valuable asset?
Time.
Time is your most valuable asset? Wow, and you're the winner. Well, our statistics show that the most valuable asset, tangible asset that people have is their home. The median home in Orange County, $400,000 or more, which means that we spend a considerable amount of money on our homes. But it's interesting that you answered time, because when a person is in a professional position like yourself, it's very important that they keep up their image. Do you ever find a challenge with keeping your image up?
Yes.
And in what ways would you say that is?
Again, I think it would be time, making sure that, especially in a position where you're spreading yourself out between different organizations such as I, you want to make sure that you present yourself in a way that you're not spreading yourself too thin and able to give 100% to all the different projects that you're responsible for.
That's good. Well, it would seem to me that keeping up our image, that would you consider that a visual perspective? How people see you is most important, or what they hear, or what they think of you? What would be the most important, the visual, the audible, or just kind of how you conduct yourself?
I think it would be a combination. I don't think it would be any one specific. I think from the outside it's probably more visual, but as a whole it would be more visual and the way you come across as a person.
That's interesting you should say that, because statistics show that 90% of the deals that are done in any situation are done prior to this person even speaking to the potential buyer. In other words, when people see you, they've already made a determination on whether they're gonna purchase from you, or even if you're worth spending time to listen to. Would it be of assistance to you in your career if you can improve the visual image that you share with others, or that you present to others, and increase more time or be more efficient with your time?
Okay, yeah, I'll go with that.
Okay, the reason I asked that, I know these are somewhat leading questions, but the reason I asked that is because what my company does is not only do we detail vehicles, but what we do is provide image protection for you in regards to your vehicle. Because not only do we help you look good when you get there, but we help you save time. Because the time you spend on your car at the car wash generally ranks about 45 to 50 bucks an hour when you really add everything up. Now, before I go into how that is to be, I'd like to share with you that statistics show your second most valuable asset tangibly is your vehicle. How much is your car worth?
20,000.
20,000? Do you drive a Honda Accord?
No. Hyundai, close.
Hyundai, okay. It's fuel efficient. It's very important, conservative car. But how do you take time to, or do you just go without washing it or keeping it clean, or you just, what do you go to the car wash? How do you maintain
car
that?
wash.
You go to the car wash? Oh, okay, great. Once a week, once a month?
I try to go once a week, maybe not always once a week. I'll go once a week to a drive-through, once a month maybe to hand car wash to get a more detailed clean.
Okay.
Because they do the inside.
Okay, so if we were to do an analogy on how much time, or how much you're spending time and money at the car wash, it'd probably come up to 40, 50 bucks an hour. So, without getting into any specifics with you, let's just say you make $75,000 a year. Well, that breaks down to be about $30-something an hour. You go to the car wash, they charge you 14, 15 bucks to do a full car wash. And you're not able to do anything while you're there, so you're basically being held hostage while your car is being done. I can't really put any extra on how much you're saving or spending by your time, not being able to utilize your time. But really that adds up to about $45 every time you want to go to the car wash, not including your gas. If you go to Dan's car wash, or that's in drive-through, but if you go to Dan's car wash and you spend even more time and you're getting inferior products, what would it be like for you to not have to worry about getting your car done, not have to spend that extra time, or lose those extra moments or those extra hours worrying about your car? If someone could come to you, would that be of interest to you?
Yeah, it would.
Okay, great. What we provide is something that I think would be very handy for you and for your family, especially the wife, because generally the man of the house is responsible for keeping the wife's car done as well. And if you have college students, they come home, you want to take care of their car. So you're talking 4 or 5 cars. I mean, one of my biggest clients, his biggest issue is that I gotta take care of my car, my wife's car, and my daughter and 2 sons' cars when they come home. That's 5 cars. I spend the whole day doing cars. You don't want to do
When
that.
I was growing up, we were responsible for our own cars. Sure, they were oil changes and gas and insured, and we're clean.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, we're in a new day and age. We're in a technology age, and we need everything done lickety-split, and that's what we're here to provide for you. What I've got for you is a lickety-split service to keep your image up, to save you money, and be more efficient with your time. How does that sound to you?
Sounds good.
Sounds good. Great, great, great. Now, how long is your commute to work?
7 miles.
About 7 miles? So it's not too bad. You live there relatively close. Okay. And is your commute something that, is it kind of if you live in an area like in North Corona or something, you're gonna find that the commute is a little more soiled than if you lived in Irvine, California, because you're dealing with a lot of dairy areas, a lot of rural areas and so forth. Is your commute really a clean commute, or do you find yourself being dusty from the time you get from home to your work?
It's kind of irrelevant because we have a 1-car garage, and
Oh.
I don't get the garage.
Oh, okay. All right, great.
But it's from Elisa to Mission Viejo. I'm not going through any kind of agricultural areas, so.
Okay.
Road dust.
Yeah, road dust.
Pollen from the trees.
Okay, so what we have is a product that we call our efficiency plan. And what that qualifies us to do for you is, and we obviously need your permission, and we obviously need your approval, is come out, take care of your car once a week on a specified time, specified day, with a specified service, and once a month, we'll do a detail on your vehicle. So I come out, let's just say, you say, you know what, I wanna look good on the weekends, I really don't have a whole lot of time, but I do need to be on time. We'd set a day, time, come out, do the wash on your vehicle, let's say Friday, every Friday morning, 6 o'clock, it'd take us an hour or so to wash your car, take care of the pet peeves that you would have. And then, we provide that service every Friday for the first 3 weeks, and then on the fourth week, we do a detail on your vehicle, based on the time. We can either do it at your home or your office. Does this still sound interesting to you?
That's interesting. Maybe not weekly. Maybe a detail once a month would probably be more.
Well, the detail is once a month, but the wash is once a week. So just like you go through the drive-through, we come to you. And just like you go to Dan's Car Wash, we come to you. I've got what you need. Now, the question I have for you is, if you're spending 40, 50 bucks an hour on a cost analysis at the car wash once a week and once a month for your detail, that adds up to over $200 and some dollars. If we could do the same thing for you and save you maybe 30%, and you spend more time.
Spend that much monthly cleaning your car.
Well, but consider this. Consider this though. How much more could you make if you didn't have to worry about it? How much more could you accomplish if you didn't have to think about anything concerning your vehicle that was automatically done? And we're talking about not only your vehicle, but your wife's vehicle as well. And I'm sure she'd be happy you can't put a price on that. Or can you? Okay, great. So if we were able to save you, let's say 20, 30% on the $225 or so that you're spending with time and money at the car wash and gas, would that be of interest to you?
Let me ask you, could you help them with some dings and scratches? For example, I have a sports car. And it seems like when I first got it.
For $20,000?
Well, it's probably just worth now. I paid more than that.
Oh, okay.
And I always seem to hit the curb. I figured it out now. I can't pull as close as I used to on my SUV. But that was a learning curve. But now I have some dings and scratches along the front.
Right. That happens a lot nowadays because the parking spaces, if you didn't know, the parking spaces are much closer than they used to be. They used to be wider, and now they're a lot narrower than what they used to be. So road dings are road dings and door dings are very common nowadays. And yes, we do provide that service at your convenience. For us, it's just a phone call away. Once we establish a rapport and get to know you, how you like your service provided, we can do that at a phone call for you. What we offer though is for $165 a month for you and your wife. We come out, we'll wash both cars once a week and detail them both once a month at your convenience, either home or office, excuse me. And on top of that, what you'll be included in our membership club that gives you 50% off any other services that you'd like to receive, such as if you scrape your rims against the curb, road dings or door dings, or if you have chips in your paint or chips in your windshield. Does that sound like something that could?
Sounds intriguing.
Sound intriguing, great, great, great. Sign here on the dotted line now. All right, so what we can do is give you a trial basis. I understand there may be some reluctance in your understanding this is a cold call, we've never met. Can we sit down and meet maybe one time and do a trial basis for you or how our service is?
Sure.
Okay, great, great. And at that point, what I'll do is I'll show you a product that will help you keep your car clean in the meantime, in between time. For example, if it rains one day in between the services.
Additional products, all right?
No, sir. I'll just show you what we're using. If you'd like to have some for your personal, you can utilize it.
All right.
All right? Sound good?
Sounds like a plan.
All right. Thank you very much. We'll see you on this Thursday at 3 p.m.
Sounds good.
at the address that we have listed here, 123 Successful Lane.
That's it.
All right. All right. Thank you very much.